Go ahead and have a block near you. And we're just going to start today sitting in a nice, comfortable, seated position. Start swaying around on your seat bones. Feel grounded through the seat bones, lifted through the spine. And just do that nice, gentle sway. Imagine, just close your eyes if it's comfortable, or a nice, soft, easy gaze. Imagine that somebody is pulling you from the crown of your head, just letting your body sway, feeling into that natural intuition, whatever's comfortable for you, fast or slow, big or small circles. Just really starting feeling grounded through the seat and lifted through the crown. And as you feel guided, reverse the direction of your sway. Keeping a nice long spine, belly in. And coming to a nice neutral seated position. Take one leg a little bit more in front than the other. We're just going to start leaning into this. Lean your elbows onto your legs. We're going to stay here at least 10 deep breaths. So take your time. If it's not comfortable to rest your elbows, you could use your hands. And if you feel like it's too easy with your elbows, you could come all the way down and extend those arms out long. So option to rest on your legs with your elbows or extend out. Think of it almost like child's pose. You want to press your weight back in towards your seat bones and start reaching your forehead toward the surface, whether it's a mat, a towel, or maybe put a block here so that you can easily rest your head. And sometimes it feels good to make little movements as you're already sunken low to get a little bit deeper into it. One more deep breath here. On your exhalation, walk it over to the right side and then press into the ground gently. Same as before. While you're here, you probably won't be able to reach your forehead to the surface. So if you want, put a block there. Keep pressing that weight towards your seat bones, breathing deeply. On your next exhalation, walk it all the way over to the left side. Press into the ground and feel that stretch deepen through the hip flexors. Again, you could put that block under your forehead. Remember, there's different heights to the block. Just release any tension while you're here. Try to breathe it out. One more deep breath. On the exhalation, walk it back to center, all the way up. Open up the arms, palms face up. Then try to open up your chest as much as you can. Squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you. Keep those palms facing up. Lift at the corners of your mouth. 5 deep breaths. Try to inhale and exhale through the nose. And on the next exhalation, bring those palms to your heart center. And we're gonna switch legs in front. So you can manually just move them with your hands. Just take the opposite one in front, and we're starting just leaning in, elbows on the legs or hands, whatever feels more comfortable, or extend all the way out. Just sink into it. Again, little wiggle movements to help you get deep into it. We're gonna take 10 deep breaths. Breathe. Keep reaching that forehead to the mat or put a block there. Keep sinking lower with each exhalation. Let little movements help you sink into it. On your next exhalation, walk your hands over to the left side. And you can use that block to put your forehead on. And just keep pressing your hands into the ground. Send that weight toward the seat bones. Keep sinking lower into that. Any tension through the hips, release it. Release it through the breath. One more deep breath here. And the exhalation walks you all the way over to the right side. Bring your block with you to put your forehead on if that's comfortable and available for you. And then keep pressing those hands into the earth. Send that weight deep into the seat bones. One more deep breath here. And the exhalation walks you back to center. Bring yourself all the way up. Open up those palms. Open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind you without letting the shoulders come up by your ears. Gently lift up the chin, the corners of your mouth. Breathe through the nose, in and out. One more deep breath in. And exhale, bring it into your heart center. Now we're gonna extend both legs long in front of us. Wiggle out those knees, reset through the hip bones. Inhale, reach the arms up. Deep breath in, exhale, fold down. And just let your back do what it wants to do right now. And if it feels good, make little movements side to side. Just stretch up through the hamstrings, through the calf muscles, through the Achilles heels, without thinking too much about your back. Focus on the back part of your legs. And with each exhalation, sink even lower, maybe making little movements to help you get deeper. 5 more deep breaths. And the exhalation, walk yourself up. And we're going to start finding a comfortable seated position. So find your block, or you could have a pillow and just put that under your tailbone. If it's not comfortable for your legs to be crossed, you could put your legs to the side or out in front of you. But the little prop kind of helps here onto that tailbone. And we're just going to place our hands onto our legs. And we're going to start belly breathing. So we're just going to focus on that belly breath. And I want the breath to start going fast, really fast. And then we're going to start slowing it down. So just through the nose, breathe. Focus on the exhalation. The inhalation will naturally come. Thirty more seconds. $15. And then just let your breath naturally go back to whatever pace it wants to go to. And think about your spine being long, grounding through the tailbone, lengthening through the spine. Make little movements side to side with your head. Really just lengthening out through that spine body. Little slight tuck with the chin into the chest to get that spine nice and long and deep, but being mindful that the shoulders are staying away from your ears. And then start finding a neutral spine with the chin parallel to the ground. We're going to take our palms of our hands with the meaty side of your pinky fingers. So we're going to start with our tapping. Just feel into that breath. And just think here for a moment about a time where you might not have had compassion for yourself or for somebody else. And think, sometimes I know I could have more compassion for myself or for others. I know that there's always room for more compassion for myself and for others. Just breathe into that feeling of compassion for yourself and for others. And now taking your dominant hand, let your other hand rest, just tap in the center of your forehead, right in between your eyebrows. And I know even though sometimes not just me, but the whole world might lack compassion sometimes, I know I love knowing that even just a little bit of compassion that I can have for myself and for others can be mirrored, and a ripple effect can go all across the lands. Breathing into that feeling of compassion starting in your own heart, with your own self. Now taking your side temples, both hands, just tap on the temples. And I love knowing that even though I might get caught up on little details, sometimes there's always more to see. There's always more to love. There's always more to do. There's always space to grow and expand. And it can start with me and compassion for myself and for others. Breathe into that. Now taking both hands under your eyes and the side of your nose, tap in that sinus area. Just breathe into it. Love knowing that even congestion can help bring awareness to what needs to be more fluid and more flowing. And love knowing that with what we don't like, we can choose what we do like. Breathing into our choices. And now take your dominant hand, tap under your nose. It's right above your lip. And I love knowing that even though I don't always choose the most compassionate words, I can always think about more compassionate words to choose for myself and for others. Love knowing there's always room for more compassion. And just breathe into that. Now taking that same hand, tap on the tip of your chin. I love knowing that even times when I'm in doubt of myself or of others, there's always room for that growth, that expansion, and that compassion. Breathe into it. Now taking both hands, tap on the clavicle bones. We're going to take a big, deep breath all the way from the crown of our head down into our seat. Take a big, deep breath and hold it. So keep breathing. Breathe. Keep inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Inhale 5. Keep with that same inhalation 4. Keep inhaling 3, 2, 1. Now hold that inhalation deep into your seat. Squeeze. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now make a sigh out of your throat. Just let that noise come out, whatever sound it makes. And now wrapping your arms around, tapping under your arms, or if it's more comfortable, you can go same side. Whatever's more comfortable for you. Tap here. And love knowing that we always have that compassion in our hearts, even if we can't find it right away. We take time to listen. We can hear it, we can feel it, we can sense it. Compassion. Breathe into it. And now on the crown of your head, Just tapping, love knowing, even with what we don't know, there's more to know, that we are always guided with exactly what we need to know at exactly the right time and exactly the right moment, having compassion for time, the processes, for ourselves, for those around us. Breathe into it. And now choosing however you want to rest your hands, you could rest your hands into your lap. Also, if you wanted to get a blanket or a sweater or something here. So we're just going to take some time to silence our mind. So again, just resting your hands however it's comfortable, making that ball. You could rest them onto your lap, or you could choose a mudra, however you feel guided today. Feeling into those energy centers that we just tapped into. Feeling compassion for yourself and for those around you. And think of a number between 0 and 10, the first number that pops into your head, between 0 and 10. And whatever that number that is, imagine yourself as that age, the age from 0 to 10. Imagine looking into the eyes of your younger self, feeling so much compassion and so much love. Just feel what that feels like. Compassion for your inner child. While you sit here thinking about the compassion for your inner child, imagine beautiful sunlight wrapping around you, and hugging you, but expanding you with this loving, light, compassionate energy. Imagine this loving, light, compassionate energy expands even more, expanding 10 feet, 20 feet, through your whole house, even expanding to everybody who lives within your house. Now imagine this energy going even farther. Energy expanding all the way up into the central sun, down into the core of the earth, into the heart, feeling this expansiveness below you, above you, within you. Just keep repeating in your mind, compassion, start bringing your awareness back to the space around you. Notice your breath. Notice the space. And on your next inhalation, inhale the arms all the way up with the palms touching at the top. Exhale, bring it into your heart center. Do you hear that feeling of love, appreciation, compassion for yourself, for your earth, for your sun, for those around you? And namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.